I want to tell you something very important today. Success is not luck. It is not just talent. Success is a habit. The way you wake up, the way you think, the way you work every single day. These small habits decide your future. Let me ask you, do you think Alibaba became great in one day? No. It took years of small, consistent habits. When we started, people laughed at us. They said, "This will never work." But we had a habit, the habit of believing in ourselves. Small habits may seem insignificant in the moment, but they have the power to shape your entire future. Success is never about one big decision or a single lucky break. It's built on the tiny things you do every single day, the way you think, the way you act, and the choices you make when no one is watching. Think about a drop of water. Alone it seems powerless, but when it falls on the same spot again and again, it can carve through solid rock. That's the power of small habits. They may not seem like much today, but over time, they will shape who you become. The problem is most people want fast results. They plant a seed and expect a tree to grow overnight. When they don't see instant success, they give up. But life doesn't work that way. Every great achievement, every success story is built on patience, discipline, and habits repeated every day, whether people see them or not. Look at the most successful people in the world. They don't have superpowers. They have habits. They wake up early, they read, they learn, they work on their goals, even when they don't feel like it, and they don't stop when things get tough. These are not big dramatic actions. They're small choices made every single day. Success is never about luck. It's about preparation. It's about building habits that put you in the right place at the right time. Many people say, "I just need one big opportunity." But if you are not ready when that opportunity comes, it will pass you by. Imagine two people given the same opportunity. One has spent years building the right habits, working on their skills, improving themselves. The other has spent years waiting, making excuses, wasting time. Who will succeed? The one who is ready. The one whose habits have already shaped them into a person who can handle success. Every habit you build is either working for you or against you. Waking up early or sleeping late. Reading or scrolling. Taking action or making excuses. These small decisions may seem like nothing in the moment, but they create the direction of your life. If you want to see a different result in your life, don't wait for a big change. Start with a small habit. Wake up 10 minutes earlier. Read 1 page a day. Exercise for 5 minutes. Work on your dreams for just a little time every day. And when it gets boring, when it feels slow, when you think it's not making a difference, keep going. Because this is the moment when most people quit. But those who push through, they're the ones who make it. They're the ones who wake up years later to realize that every small effort, every little habit has led them to the life they once dreamed of. Mindset is everything. Money is just a result. Too many people spend their lives chasing money, believing that if they have more, they will be successful. But the truth is, wealth without the right mindset is like a house without a foundation. It might stand for a while, but eventually it will collapse. The right habits, the right mindset, these are the things that bring true lasting success. Money follows people who think differently, who see opportunities where others see problems, who refuse to give up when things get tough. I have met so many people who say, "If I had money, I would start a business. If I had money, I would follow my dreams." But this thinking is completely backward. The real question is, do you have the mindset that creates success? Do you have the habit of thinking like a problem solver? Do you wake up every day with determination? Do you see failures as lessons? Money is not the starting point. Your mindset is. Think about the richest and most successful people in the world. Did they start with money? No. They started with ideas, with vision, with resilience. Some of them even started with nothing, sometimes less than nothing. They had failures, they had rejections, they had moments where the whole world told them, "You won't make it." But they had something much more powerful than money. They had the habit of thinking differently. They had the mindset of persistence. I remember when I started, people laughed at me. I went to investors and they told me, "This idea is crazy. Nobody will trust an online business. You will fail." Not just once, not just twice, again and again and again. More than 30 times people told me no. They told me I was dreaming too big. They told me I didn't have the money, the power, the connections. And maybe they were right. I didn't have those things. But what I had was a habit of never giving up, a habit of believing in myself even when nobody else did. This is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. It is not about how much money you have in your pocket. It is about how much belief you have in your mind. Money can disappear. Circumstances can change. But a strong mind, a disciplined mind, a mind that refuses to accept defeat, that is something nobody can take away from you. People with the right mindset don't wait for money to take action. They take action and the money follows. They don't say, I can't do this because I have no resources. They say, how can I make this happen with what I have? They don't see problems, they see possibilities. When others complain, they look for solutions. When others doubt, they take risks. And because they develop this habit, success chases them. There are people with millions of dollars who are still afraid of losing what they have, afraid of taking risks, afraid of trying new things. And there are people with nothing, no money, no security, no support, but they are fearless. They wake up every morning with fire in their hearts. They don't wait for permission. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They build, they push, they create. You must ask yourself, who do you want to be? The person waiting for money to give them confidence, or the person whose confidence and mindset create wealth? The choice is yours. Imagine this. You wake up one day and realize everything you once knew, everything you worked so hard to master, is no longer relevant. The world has changed, the rules have changed, and suddenly your experience, your skills, your knowledge all feel outdated. What do? Do you hold on to what you know, or do you step forward and embrace the unknown? This is the difference between those who stay behind and those who move ahead. The ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn is not just a skill. It's a mindset, a habit, a way of life. The most successful people in the world are not those who know the most. They are those who are willing to let go of what they know and adapt. Most people believe learning stops after school. They graduate, get a job, and think, I've made it. But that's the biggest trap. The world is moving faster than ever. The knowledge that made you successful yesterday might not be enough tomorrow. The technology you master today might be replaced next year. And if you don't have the habit of constantly learning, you will wake up one day and realize the world has left you behind. But here's the challenge. Learning is easy. Unlearning, that's the hard part. Because unlearning means letting go of beliefs, ideas, and habits that you have held for years. It means accepting that what you once thought was right might not be right anymore. It's uncomfortable. It's painful. It requires humility, but it is necessary. Look at the greatest innovators, the biggest leaders, the most successful people. They all had the courage to unlearn. They didn't just stick to what worked in the past. They questioned, they adapted, they evolved. Steve Jobs had to unlearn traditional business strategies to build Apple into a revolutionary brand. Elon Musk had to unlearn how cars were made to create Tesla. Jack Ma had to unlearn the rules of retail to build Alibaba. They understood that success is not about what you know, it's about how fast you can change what you know. And then there is relearning. This is where growth happens. It's when you take the lessons from the past, break them apart, and rebuild them in a way that fits the future. It's when you see failure not as an end, but as a lesson to be reshaped, restructured, and used to move forward. Think about how many people fail because they refuse to relearn. Companies collapse because they don't evolve. People lose opportunities because they refuse to change. But those who make relearning a habit, those who stay curious, open, and hungry for knowledge, these are the people who stay ahead no matter how fast the world changes. So ask yourself, are you willing to let go? Are you ready to embrace discomfort, challenge your own beliefs, and rebuild your understanding of the world again and again? Because the future belongs to those who can learn, unlearn, and relearn faster than anyone else. Failure is something most people fear, but the truth is, failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of it. It is the path, the training ground, the teacher that shapes you into the person you need to become. If you look at the most successful people in the world, you will see one thing in common. They failed not once, not twice, but so many times that most people would have given up. But they didn't, because they understood that failure is not the end. It is a habit. It is something you must go through again and again until success has no choice but to come to you. When I was younger, I failed so many times that I lost count. I failed in my school exams. I applied for 30 different jobs and got rejected every single time. I still remember the day I went to KFC for a job. There were 24 applicants. 23 people got selected. I was the only one rejected. I applied to Harvard 10 times. 10 times they said no. Now most people, when they fail, they stop. They say, maybe this is not for me. They give up. But let me ask you something. If a baby stops trying to walk after falling 10 times, will they ever learn to walk? No. A baby keeps falling, keeps crying, keeps trying, and one day they stand up, then they run, then they never stop running. That is life. That is how success works. But somewhere along the way, we grow up and we stop believing in the power of persistence. We think failure means we are not good enough. We think rejection means we are not worthy. But failure is just training. Every time you fail, you learn. Every time you fall, you grow stronger. Think of a blacksmith shaping a sword. The metal goes into the fire. It is hammered, beaten, and shaped under intense pressure. The more times it goes through the fire, the stronger it becomes. If you remove it too soon, it is weak, it will break. You are the same. Every failure is fire. Every rejection is a hammer. Life is shaping you, making you unbreakable, but only if you keep going. Most people don't understand this. They fail once and they say, I am not good enough. No, you are more than good enough. You just haven't developed the habit of failing forward, the habit of standing up after every fall. You see, failure is like a staircase. Each failure is a step. Some people stand at the bottom, afraid to take the first step because they don't want to fall. Others start climbing, but after a few steps, they slip and they go back down. But the successful ones, they keep climbing. They fall, they get hurt, they get tired, but they don't stop because they know every failure brings them one step closer to the top. The problem is not that people fail. The problem is that they see failure as a stop sign. But failure is not a stop sign. It is a guide. It is telling you, not this way, try another way. Every failure is pointing you in the right direction. Every no is preparing you for the right yes. Every mistake is making you wiser, stronger, and more ready for the success that is waiting for you. But you must have patience. You must have faith. And above all, you must develop the habit of failing, learning, and trying again. There's something people don't realize when they talk about success. They think it's about intelligence, hard work, or even luck. But there's something more powerful than all of these. Something that decides whether you rise or fall, whether you keep going or give up. It's the people around you. You see, success is not an individual game. It's not about how strong you are alone. It's about the energy that surrounds you every single day. The words you hear, the ideas you absorb, the beliefs you develop, all of these come from the people you choose to be around. Think about this. Have you ever had a big dream, something so exciting, so powerful that it made you feel unstoppable? And then you shared it with the wrong person. They laughed, they told you it was impossible. They reminded you of all the ways you could fail. Suddenly that fire inside you, it starts to fade. Not because you changed, but because their doubt became your doubt. That's how dangerous the wrong people can be. They steal your energy, they drain your confidence, and they make you believe that you're just like them. Afraid, small, stuck. And if you listen to them long enough, you start to believe it. You start to see the world through their fears instead of your dreams. But here's the good news. Just as the wrong people can destroy your belief, the right people can build it stronger than ever. Imagine this. Imagine waking up every morning surrounded by people who push you forward. People who see your potential before you even see it yourself. People who, when you say, I have a dream, don't laugh. They say, let's make it happen. These are the people who don't just cheer for you when you win. They pick you up when you fall. They remind you why you started when you feel like quitting. They don't let you settle for less than your full potential. They challenge you. They hold you accountable. They make you uncomfortable because they refuse to let you stay small. And that's the difference. Small-minded people keep you where you are. Big thinkers force you to grow. So ask yourself, who do you spend your time with? When you share your ideas, do they make you feel powerful or powerless? Are they filling your mind with excuses or possibilities? You cannot afford to be around people who don't believe in you. It's too dangerous. Every minute spent with someone who doubts you is a minute stolen from your future. You need to be around people who see your greatness before you even prove it. People who inspire you just by the way they live. People who make you think, if they can do it, so can I. Some of you might be thinking, but what if the negative people are my friends, my family? What if I have no choice? Listen to me carefully. You always have a choice. You may not be able to change the people around you, but you can change how much access they have to your mind. Protect your energy. If you can't remove them, limit them. Spend less time with those who drain you and more time with those who lift you. And if you don't have the right people around you yet, find them. They are out there. Read books by the greats. Watch interviews of people who inspire you. Fill your mind with their words until they feel like your mentors. Seek out communities where ambition is normal, where dreaming big is expected, where success is not a fantasy but a reality. Because here's the truth. You are not just a product of your own efforts. You are a reflection of the people you allow into your life. Choose wisely, because your future depends on it.